Hey! Am I on time? How long have you been waiting? I'm just out of breath. But I brought you a block of new fresh tips and life hacks. It remains just to choose the topic. Spin the wheel! Right. And... well... what? Oh! 3 tips on painting with a brush! Great! Let's go! Tip number 1. Right sheet. For a beautiful painting, you need to choose a sheet. There are a lot of options. For watercolor, a sheet should be kinda loose and fluffy. For gouache, a cardboard is more suitable, or something more solid. For acrylic and oil paints, a canvas will fit. Next is tip number 2. Length. Let's start with a simple one, defining the length of the brush handle. If you plan to paint on the easel, it's most convenient to take a brush with a long handle so you won't have to reach to the canvas. And for painting on a table, just a short brush would suffice. Piles. One of the most famous are brushes of squirrel pile. Due to the ability to hold water well, such brushes are great for watercolor painting. They are soft and plastic and do not spoil the leaf when painting. The most unprofessional are the brushes of a pony hair. These brushes will do if you just want to teach a child to paint. And if you want to paint with gouache or acrylic, you need harder brushes. Bristol, for example. Tip number 3. Paint selection. Watercolors are very easy to use. You just dilute the color with water on the palette and then apply it on the sheet. It's important to remember that watercolor does not like a lot of layers. So choose the right color on the palette and then put it on the sheet. Acrylic paints. You can start with them too. However, it will be a little more difficult, and here's a couple of nuances. First, if the acrylic paint dries, you can no longer fix any detail on the picture. Even water will not help you, so you should be ready to give out the end result at once. Secondly, you should consider that acrylic paints should not be diluted with water, more than a half. Otherwise, when the painting dries, it will not last long and will begin to crumble soon. If you want to practice yourselves with oil paints, consider the following. First, it dries for a very long time. It usually takes about 3 days. So if you expect to get a quick result, it's not about oil paints. Secondly, it's impossible to get the same shade twice when mixing oil paints. So, if you're interested in what paints are usually used by beginners, it's watercolors. However, the most important thing is to have fun with what you are painting, and no matter what it is, and in what technique is executed. I am an artist! I see it in this way! If you like my topics, type a comment below. If not, also message me what you want to know, and I will collect all the information for you. See ya! Bye, everyone!